Dear listener, ClockTower is intended for mature audiences and might be inappropriate or possibly triggering to some. Many of the themes and events in ClockTower are inspired by weird fiction as well as similar concepts, which means the show can get dark. If that isn't something you enjoy, please listen at your own discretion. We here at the ClockTower care about you, so please put your mental health first. Our show will be here when you're ready.
Welcome to Season 2 of ClockTower, a D&D 5e experience. To all our old and new listeners, we're excited to have you here with us. ClockTower is a D&D campaign turned audio drama, played with a custom class and a few house rules that we as a group collectively enjoy. If you find yourself getting a little lost, there's always older episodes to guide you back to the path. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and welcome to the ClockTower. The distant sounds of the Harvest Wars are hard to sleep through in the first place. And when you do manage to sleep, it isn't restful. The rough floorboards of the scrap tower beneath your back dig into you. And on occasion, you've even woken up with splinters. But it's something else that wakes you up tonight. Mikhail, as you turn, you hear some sort of thud. And for a moment, you're worried. You think you might be under attack. You sleep very close to your rifle. You have a hand on it before you've even fully roused from sleep. But as you listen, you hear another sound. It sounds like dull scraping, like something heavy being dragged across the floor. And then the sound of wind rushing through an open door. What do you do?
I scramble to my feet, not knowing exactly what's going on, but knowing that at any moment we're under threat. I grab my rifle, and as I walk down the steps slowly, quietly, seeing if there's anything amiss, heading to the front door.
As soon as your vision gets low enough on the stairs that you can see the rest of the room, you see that Teddy is fighting the snow outside to push the door closed. And it looks like he's trying to do it quietly. And you see the snow and mud dragged across the room from where the cots are. And you see some sort of dark stain near the cot.
As I approach the door, I start opening it with the muzzle of my rifle. Teddy? Are you okay?
Hey! Oh, sorry, I hope I didn't wake you, brother. I was really trying to be quiet. There was, there was some vermin in here. I thought we were alone, but turns out not.
Kind of looks past you into the snow. Are you sure you're alright, Teddy? I thought we exterminated this place when we moved in.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just, I couldn't get much sleep. I was thinking about what them fellers said. You remember the two fellas that they had traded their pocket watches?
Yes. Weren't they supposed to spend the night?
Yeah, I'd woken up, heard some things, and I guess they took off. Door was open, and I guess something crawled in.
Oh. Well, I hope they're all right on their path.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. They seem capable enough. But hey, listen, I was thinking, what if we did that too? You know, they had traded their watches, and they seem to have each other's back. What if things get hairy out here, right? And if they start working, and if we get split up, we can pull each other out. How's that sound?
It sounds like a good idea, Teddy. I know you have my back, right? And I have yours.
And now you have this. Catch it.
Looks at it for a moment before pulling mine out of my pocket. I'll make sure to take good care of it, okay?
Of course.
And though the snow has faded, and the sounds of gunfire distantly are no longer here, it still feels like they're with you every moment. And as you hear Teddy walking up to the door where that other agent has just barricaded themselves in the room, you look down for a moment at a silent pocket watch that sits in your hand. It's your turn. What do you do, Mikhail?
With my rifle ready in my hands, I proceed back into the hallway where I last saw Teddy. Scanning for him, and wherever these intruders might be, I'm just trying to follow his tracks and back him up as best I can.
You catch up with Teddy in the hall. Teddy is currently moving carefully towards the door that Yeager had slammed behind him. And elsewhere, Trinket, you see that sickening blue fire, and you see the strange cracks starting to form all around it, everywhere your axe has hit it. But like a stubborn log that just refuses to split, this thing is holding together for dear life. And even now that Berret has joined you and has started laying into the lighthouse with his axes as well, you almost don't even, truly realize that he's there, because for you in this moment, this is the same light that took your family away from you, the same light that took Rock, the same light that you spent days and days under, staring from the corner of a cell up at a ceiling with just this low-hanging fire burning in a sconce above you. And it's here. It won't stop coming back. What do you do?
I'm going to keep hacking away at this thing like if I was a barbarian, I would be in a rage. Just laying into it. So I will roll an attack.
Okay.
Roll the 1.
Oh, how bad is it?
15.
Okay. Trinket's attacking this light, this lantern, and every time you swing your axe, you're just trying to break it, and it's frustratingly durable. And so you're swinging with all of your might against it, and then you go to swing once, and you one of your eyes is kind of blurry and you can't really see past it, and so you try to swing again, but you almost miss the lighthouse and just hit the floor next to it because you're just kind of wildly swinging, and then you can't fucking see anything, and it's because you don't realize that there are just so many tears streaming down your face as you're screaming, just trying to break this fucking light. After you you kind of realize that you're missing and the thing isn't breaking, is it fair to say that with a 1, Trinket kind of stops swinging for a second, just tries to get the fucking tears out of her eyes?
Yeah, just trying to, and her glasses are all fogged up like they do, and she's trying to wipe her eyes, but the glasses and the everything, and it's just a mess.
So Berret, it's your turn. This light is it's starting to break. It's getting really close. You, through as many missions as you've been through, you've come up against things tougher than this fucking lighthouse. And you're about to swing at it again, then you notice that Trinket is breaking down. She's sobbing. You're worried she's gonna stagger back to try and catch her balance and fucking go over the railing.
Yeah. If she's stumbling back a little bit and about to go into a kneel almost, I'm going to one arm under the side of her and try and lift her up and say, "Don't worry, you're not alone anymore. I'm here. We're all here." As I grab my axe and make sure she's on her feet, and I'll combine my 2 axes together and just fucking baseball swing the shit out of this thing.
Please do. And you know what? I fucking love that. Give yourself advantage.
20.
Holy shit.
Let's go.
Nice.
Damn.
You're not alone. We're all here for you. I'm gonna start crying now. That's next to her.
You put both your axes together and you swing with all of your might. Maybe not even just for yourself at this point. You swing for Trinket too. You know what? I bet it's probably not just Trinket you're swinging for.
Mm-hmm. We're all here.
We're all here. And you feel it resist for just a moment, and it gives in, it breaks in, and the strange glass and metal structure around this fire that's burning within it breaks open, and you see that the fire, as if you had just taken both of your axes and just hauled ass through a campfire, scatters all across the lighthouse, and you see the glowing embers of what was at the bottom of this fire, and it takes you a second to really understand what it is as the flames die away and that sickening pale light starts to dissipate. That they're bones. They're strange bones, and in the very marrow of the bones, there's this like speckling of silver and gold.
I think they're free now.
The light starts to go away, Trinket, and you, as you're like still trying to get yourself together, roll a wisdom save. Let's see how far down. Pretty bad, I think.
9.
You're just so broken at this point.
Yeah.
You're just so...
Well, I think seeing what this is and kind of grasping what this is does not help.
No.
It's kind of worse.
I check my pocket watch.
You hear it kind of like chugging for a second, like this strange like...
As I tap the side of it, like very impatiently, come on, as I like put it back in my pocket, and I run to the rail and look over to the windows and the outside of the house and try and see what's going on.
You see that the light that had colored the sky, right, from this lighthouse that was being bounced around from all of these fucking mirrors and shit, it's going out. It's disappearing now that the flame is gone, but it's not like a light switch for some reason. It's like this weird sort of magic polluted the sky and like cut you off from the clock tower. And now that it's stopped, that connection to the clock tower is taking a second for like the smoke in the air to dissipate.
Hurry up, damn it.
Teddy, it's your turn.
As Teddy makes his way down the hall towards this bedroom, he is making his way very solid steps as he is going down. And as he does so, he begins to knock against the wooden paneling of the walls. And he calls out, "Now, y'all call yourselves agents. That's pretty funny considering y'all ain't got no agency." And he continues to knock, as though he's looking for something. Can I make an investigation to see if I can remember where I potentially put something?
I think you should roll a history check with advantage.
14.
Okay. You look at one panel to your left and you're like, you could have sworn it was right there. Oh, and you like elbow a panel next to you and you feel part of the wood just like clatter to the ground.
I reach on in and grab one of the items or whatever it was that was there. There was a lot of stuff we just kind of had, so I don't even know if he would understand what was behind there, but there was something.
As you reach in, you feel the like polish-worn grip of some sort of rifle, and as you pull it out, you see the lever of a Winchester, and you can't help but think it's very fitting.
He grabs it, and he twirls the rifle with his strong arm and calls out to the door, "Heads up!" And he is going to fan the hammer into the door.
The audience can't see it, and this won't be in the post-show, so it's kind of a bummer, but oh my god, both of you guys' faces when Valik said fan the hammer was like, oh. So you're going to make 8 attacks. The first attack, roll has advantage. Roll with advantage. Yeager, I'm going to give you half cover. So your AC gets a +5 here.
Oh, cool.
So hopefully you don't get hit, but the thing is that it's not that you're not fully behind the door, it's that the door isn't thick enough to block these bullets.
I have a +9 to hit. 2 and a 10, so 19.
You know what that is? That's escalation, buddy.
Oh my god!
Oh shit! All right.
Okay,
That plus.
Yeager,
Yep.
what do you want to happen if you win? Unless you want to just take the hit.
Nah.
He gave him warning.
Yeah,
He said heads up.
Yeah. If I win, the gun jams.
Ooh.
Well, no,
Vince, if
the gun
Yeager
jams.
wins, Teddy gets one shot because this is his action. If it's jammed, he can't clear it.
Yep.
One shot you live, one shot you die.
That's all we got.
Because you have 3 hit points.
No, yeah, 3. I know
Less
it's under
than
10.
With
I know it's
clock
under
tower
10.
damage right now, I don't think it matters. And do you want anything else to happen, or do you want to just take the crit damage?
If I succeed by the power of whatever may be that is assisting him, sheer will or his own whatever he pulls from, he manages to strike and maim your other hand.
Oof. That would make sense too, because you're up against the wall. Your left hand would be on the door. Sick. All right, well then it's normal damage, not crit damage, but...
Just roll v roll, right?
Might still work, G. Yes. Roll you all. Let's go.
14.
17.
Oh,
17.
nice. All right, solid.
Teddy says, heads up, and then pulls the trigger, and one of the shots blows through part of the corner of the door. He pulls it again, and then just... As the shell from that shot didn't clear the chamber and is stuck, completely jamming up the entire mechanism.
Well, no wonder he died. He had shitty weapons. And he throws it aside.
It's now Sam's turn. Sam, a shot goes wide and breaks the window behind you.
Sam hits the deck, like rolling off of the bed and onto the ground. Yeager, oh my, you're bleeding so much.
Sam, what are you doing here?
You need to go right now.
You need to leave.
You need to leave. You know what? No. Sam walks over to Yeager, puts their wand in the center of their chest, almost like this is a gun. You need to move. Hauls Yeager to his feet and pushes him to the window, pressing this wand into his solar plexus. Looks him in the eyes and says, "You need to survive." And they cast invisibility on him.
Okay, Yeager's now invisible. Yeager, it's your turn.
Fuck. Okay. Yeager is actually going to. Sam can't see it. Yeager's eyes soften, and his blood is still dripping to the floor from his invisible hand. However, all Sam would hear would be a small whisper. I can't lose you two.
I have spent my entire life hiding and running from things, and shit seems to find you first. So why don't you leave and let me do what I'm fucking good at?
The sound of boots hitting the ground outside the window.
Thank you.
You see the small trail of blood on the windowsill that Yeager has left. Even though he is invisible, all the blood that is leaking out of him is not.
Sam just positions themselves to kind of block that.
Okay.
Yeager's going to run away from the window, turn the corner, and try to find Trinket and Berret.
Okay. Mikhail, it's now your turn. You just saw Teddy pull one of his many weapons out from this farmhouse that you guys know you hit a long time ago, all over the place. Just littered this whole house with them. And he fires one shot through the door before pitching the rifle to the side in frustration. What are you doing?
I think I'm running up past the door that he shot into with my back against the wall, kind of ready to breach if needed. I look Teddy in the eyes. How are you looking right now? Are you in a blood rage? Are you... Let me look at you. What do you look like?
As Mikhail looks at Teddy, he sees someone that has a sort of experienced look on his face. Maybe not riding the high of this, but almost as though he wasn't just expecting this, but anticipating it.
Are we really gonna have to keep doing this?
It's on us, it's on us to keep surviving. I don't want to do this as much as you don't want to, but this is the necessary thing we gotta do. Listen, this is the cost of being free.
Okay. Let's get in there then.
All right, I'll lead the way.
I ready my action for the door to be opened and to attack whoever is inside with my rifle.
Okay. Action's held. Trinket, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I gather myself enough to climb down from this tower?
I think that's a question for the dice and not me.
Okay. What should I roll?
I would say another wisdom save. You're proficient in them. You have a pretty good shot at clearing one of those.
17.
Okay. With Berret standing there, there's he just has this fucking comforting aura about him, man. And the fact that the light is going away and you would be on the verge of trying to get yourself together just off of that and nothing else. But the thing that really helps you snap out of it is you hear this small tick.
So when I start hearing the tick, I look at Berret and I grin. And I hold my axe like pretty tightly for a second, and then I'm making my way down with intent to kill.
I have a question. How are you getting down?
I'm gonna have to climb down.
Hold on, no wait.
I like start to like climb down the side awkwardly.
Let's work together.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you still have spider climb on.
Oh.
I have my 2 hands on the rail, like climb up, like forward from backpack, basically.
Yeah.
We'll make it down.
All right, I will do that.
Okay.
Just gonna make my way down.
Teamwork.
Yeah. Like wall style.
Yeah.
So you two, I almost want to say with spider climb, you could like hold Trinket and then like almost like one hand just slide down.
That would be
Yeah. I mean, you can. It's up to you. But you could just like slow your fall as much as you want and just slide down to the bottom. Taking it easy. Okay.
easy, and plus I'm sure they could use a little bit of rest first.
So you guys make it down to the bottom of the lighthouse, and Yeager, you see them both climbing down, although you realize as you're like, it's weird too, because for a second you see 2 of both of them. You see like 2 of Trinket, and then you see 2 of Berret, and you're like, oh.
Blood loss is weird.
You're real dizzy is what you actually feel like. Go ahead and mark down 2 points of exhaustion.
Oof.
Because you're bleeding out.
An invisible.
Yeah, he is bleeding out and invisible. Well done.
The thing is,
Go help him. Wait.
I was gonna say I do imagine like Yeager's like waving his good arm, but like he's like, fuck.
It's now Teddy's turn again.
Teddy's going to take a look at his longtime buddy, his longtime best friend, been through thick and thin, give him a single nod, and then kick in the door.
All right, roll a athletics check.
4.
You try to kick the door open, and the door like just hardly budges in its frame, and you realize that he fucking locked it.
Damn it. He's going to shoot the knob, or where, like, depending on what the lock is, he's going to shoot where the lock is.
Okay.
And then try again.
Make an attack roll.
With his shotgun.
Make an attack roll with advantage.
22.
Yeah. Now when you kick the door open, you don't even need to use very much force. So Sam, from your perspective, you hear a hard thud on the door, and then you hear a and then a very loud and very startling splintering of the door as the shotgun blows off the handle and the lock, and then another kick as the door swings open. Mikhail, your held action procs. Now, here's the thing about D&D held actions that I learned recently. You can choose to take it or not. It is up to you. And as the door swings open, Sam, what are you doing as you see this, like just, what does Mikhail see when that door opens?
So Sam had planned to turn around as they kick the door open. So the failed door kick happens. Sam turns around, goes, oh, the door explodes. Sam jumps. So you see a frightened, small humanoid that you've talked to before with like their wand somewhat raised up in a defense.
Mikhail hesitates for a moment as he enters a shooting stance and sees his target behind the door. And he shoots and tries very convincingly to make it look like he missed.
Actually, roll a perception check.
8.
Hey, Teddy, roll an insight check. And Sam, too, for that matter.
21.
12.
Okay. Both of those beat an 8. Sam, you're like pretty sure this guy just missed on purpose. You're like, you'd bet on it. That's how sure you are. Teddy, what the fuck is he doing?
Teddy, with his shotgun raised, kind of like side-eyes Mikhail, and in a tone that's like, I understand what's happening, but I'm going to choose not to believe it. He says, getting a little rusty being up on that tower so much, huh?
These damn guns are so old. Sorry. As I ready the chamber for the next round.
Sam, it's your turn.
Sam, meets Mikhail's eyes for a minute and, a little bit of gratitude of, I'm fairly sure you just missed me on purpose. And then throws up a silent image surrounding them of every ClockTower agent Sam has ever met. And they look directly at Teddy and say, I know it seems like you don't care, but there's got a whole lot of people waiting for you back at the tower.
Oh, little agent with a lot of big pictures.
It's Yeager's turn.
Yeager is still running, limping toward Trinket and Berret. His breathing getting more and more shallow as he goes along.
I cast another concentration spell. Invisibility drops.
Invisibility.
Not intended, but oops.
So Berret and Trinket, as you guys turn around, look towards the house, you scan, obviously you guys are on edge, right? You're scanning your surroundings every chance you get, and you're all right, you guys are alone, and then all of a sudden, not fucking 15 feet away from you, you just see Yeager spontaneously appear, and he looks fucked up. And you're not sure if this is a trick or something, because he just appeared out of nowhere, but he looks like he's fucking dying.
Yeager!
Get inside. Save Sam.
Which window? Oh, never mind. As I look to the bloody fucking covered windowsill.
Looks at you what the fuck, man? Just
go lay in the grass or something.
Go!
As we make our way to the window.
And Yeager's going to use his action to dash, without really dashing, but dash. Yeah. And he's going to walk. Get behind the lighthouse, put his back to the wall, slide down it, and just let Rock's hat falls off his head into his lap. He uses his good hand to grab it and put it to his own chest.
As you pick up Rock's hat off of your lap, you hear a sound that comforts you, and everything kind of starts to come into realization all at once when you hear your pocket watch start working again, and you realized that as you look up at the farmhouse sky, these gray black clouds that were covering everything, that were reflecting that light everywhere, they go away, and you see the sun part through those clouds and shine warm down on you, and you realize with a sense that is more comforting than you'd ever realized that you're connected to the clock tower again, that your lifeline, that you're way back home to the couch, to Sam and everybody being okay in this mission no matter what happens, it's back. And you realize in that moment that it was gone.
Yeager's eyes widen, and then they close, and then his head drops to his chest as he just breathes a sigh of relief.
It's just Yeager sitting, leaning up against the lighthouse in the tall grass, closes his eyes for a second. It's just the blood on the back of the lighthouse leads down to Yeager. Mikhail, your turn.
Mikhail takes a couple of sharp breaths, fighting back tears as he rounds the corner again. He looks you in the eyes and says, "You all should have ran." And he's gonna shoot you in the leg.
Never really have a choice.
Neither did we.
I highly doubt that.
Mikhail, as Sam says he highly doubts that, you can't help but think back to all of the weapons you guys had and all of the agents who mysteriously disappeared after saying that they might stay with you for a night. And you wonder if you did have a choice. Make an attack roll.
22 and a 16. Those both hit.
Roll damage.
24 total.
Ouch. Sam takes these 2 rounds to the leg, and the moment the second round impacts, I'd like to use Mystical Retreat and teleport 30 feet away.
Yep.
Out the window, out into the grass.
Okay. Berret, up ahead of you, as you're just about to start making your way towards the window, you hear this gunshot echoing from the house, a second gunshot echoing from the house that sounds very easily someone with a lot of experience just racked around and fired again as fast as they could. And then you hear this weird snap that almost hurts your head to think about, and then you hear it again behind you and Trinket as just like snapping into existence as you see Sam like almost pop into being behind you and Trinket.
Sam lands on their leg and then immediately gives out from underneath them. They go, oomph!
Damn it! What the? As I like double take back at the window and back at Sam, look at Trinket. What's going on here? Where are they?
Window, 2 of them, ranged weapons, killed a lot of agents.
Well, I already knew that already. As I like peer back over the window and check for a barrel sticking through it or something. What's the closest thing other than the window? Are we anywhere near like Yeager or the spire?
Well,
or, like,
Yeager went
the grass?
around the side of the lighthouse, which is like behind you to the left.
Right.
The house is in front of you to the right. You guys are kind of in the space between the 2 of them.
As I really want to run to that window, but I also want to reconvene with my friends and make sure we're all on the same page here. I kind of look both of you guys in the eyes for guidance almost.
Sam's just on the ground, cradling their leg. Kind of. Sam looks like they were trying their best to run away. Like, they're not looking like, yes, my friends, now we can kill them. It's more like, oh, we're all together, let's leave.
Yeah. Trinket, I assume you have a bone to pick with these 2.
We need to kill the one with the scars. We might be able to reason with the other one.
I agree with you. That's Teddy, by the way. I had a run-in with the other, but he still shot at me. I don't know what to do. Let's get together and find Yeager, maybe.
All right. I'm going to count that like little conversation as being Trinket and Berret's turn because you both just decided on a plan and you're both using your movement to go over to where Yeager is. Follow the like pretty obviously bent up grass where he just like stumbled through. That means it's now Teddy's turn again.
So, with these visions, what's that like? Roll?
I think after Sam teleported away, you took damage, so you need to roll concentration.
I do need to roll concentration. It's 24. It's broken. It's below 10.
Okay, so
it's gone.
It's gone.
Was it fear?
It was just an illusion. It was like literally he just like projector imaged a bunch of ClockTower agents in front of you, which is even better that you were like, big pictures. Like, I don't care. So, but they've all gone now that Sam poofed away.
Teddy wafts the air and is just like, get out of here, I'll kill you too. And he turns to Mikhail, is like, what the hell are you doing?
I think they'll just end up resetting soon enough. We should just
What
scare
do you
them and think
mean?
of a new
What
plan.
happened to the other ones?
They ran off to the tower. I haven't seen them.
You're supposed to take care of them.
I was taking care of you.
Don't you start this shit. We do not have the time.
What do we do then?
We do what we've always done. We survive. Are you with me?
Always steady.
There's like a long moment of silence when Teddy kind of like peruses the room. You can see he takes a really deep breath. Listen, it's fine if they take out the tower, whatever. It's fine. We'll just reset and tell you what. Maybe next time we'll figure something out. We always do, right?
Yeah, we do, Teddy.
As he says anything about resetting the mission, you think back to the pocket watch that he has on your waist that isn't ticking anymore. And you don't know what'll happen if you try to do that. You don't really want to find out.
Now listen, if we're thinking about this is the biggest team we've fought so far, but they seem a little fresh. I don't doubt they've been through some things, but one I'm worried about the most ain't looking too good. Berret, he's probably a little stronger now that his buddy's gone. But I tell you what, that little one was just in here. They got some chutzpah. See, I was worried that Berret was the one that was gonna get all riled and dangerous. But that one, you see, everybody else, it seems like they still got their hearts. But that one seems to have bled it dry. I think we may be able to use that or something. Anyway, if your rifle's acting up, buddy, how about you take a peek? Let's starts knocking on the floorboards this time.
You, as you look for weapons, Teddy, you see a throw rug, and you immediately are like, right. And you rip it aside, and there's a little, like, circle ring catch that you rip open, and you just see a whole stash.
There we go.
That's right. This one will be fine. Grabs another long rifle.
I just want to remind you what all we've been through. And we made it. There's been a lot of folks that haven't, but we have. It's been you and me.
I know, and we've done well as we could. Right?
Yes, we have. And above all else, you and me, we're free. More free than those out there they'll ever know. Until they're the ones in a farmstead holding off against people that think they know what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah. Maybe we should regroup out back. They know we're here.
It's a good idea. We'll get set up. We'll figure something out. Do you know if they took out the lights yet? Here. He starts feeling around. He pulls out Mikhail's pocket watch like, son of a bitch. All right. I see how it is. Good on them. Made it this far.
But no further. Right, Teddy?
Oh, I think they had their fun.
And the two of you circle around the back of the house to get ready for the rest of this fight. Sam, it's your turn. I think you guys kind of bring up the end of the pack here, and you guys are all regrouped next to Yeager, who I don't think is actually KO. I think you were just taking a minute, right?
Yeah. No, he's not really knocked out, but he is definitely, he doesn't look good.
No.
Looks real bad, and it looks like when you come around the corner, he looks like he's dead already.
Yeah.
Sam comes around the corner and sees the bloody trail that leads to Yeager. Leans down real close to his ear and whispers, "You need to live." He's going to cast Healing Word on him.
You guys are all together, regrouped. Yeager looks fucked up. Sam's limping. Trinket, you're, like, emotionally wrung out, but physically you could go several rounds. Same with Berret. Berret seems to be the only one. Like, this is like an echo from a bad dream for you.
Yeah. We need to reason with them. They may seem really unreasonable, but it's in there. It's taken them too long to try and kill us.
Yeager's head lifts slightly as he looks up at Sam and smiles and says, "Hey, you made it."
Speaking of killing us, as I like give him like a little like slap on the shoulder a little bit. Hey,
don't hit that shoulder. That got shot there. Ow. Okay. Look, I don't know how you know them, and I'm not going to ask. It's not important right now. What I'm going to say is this very small thing. Ow, my hand. Not that. Sorry.
Yeager, you see like the tendons trying to pull in your hand through the huge like hole in it, and you're just like, gross. Ow.
Take a breath, buddy. Take a breath.
Okay. Sorry. Wait. Teddy is. I don't know if we can. I don't think we can reason with them. I think it's time to put them down. We talked the entire time. Teddy was being hostile the entire time. There's got to be a point.
He's always like that.
Berret, I won't be betrayed again.
Do you guys know what that light is made out of?
Looked like bones and bits of tools of some kind.
Agents.
Yeah.
They've been killing agents just like us. And they're going to keep doing it if we don't stop them.
They put their clothes on a scarecrow, to be fair.
Yeah.
And the first time when I met Teddy, he was using revolvers, and now he has a long rifle. I don't know where the fuck he got it from, but...
Oh, he has a lot more than just a long rifle.
Berret, I've tried to do the nice guy thing. Fuck that. I'm putting a bullet in him. If I can shoot,
If you can.
Looks down at his, main hand. Yeah, about that.
I know who they are. I've known what they've done. Now, at least. Grin didn't like them, but he didn't feel like killing them. He didn't feel like any of that. He just wanted to leave.
Grin was a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm not.
And I feel if Grin were here, he'd still try to talk to him, as scared shitless as he'd be.
The only thing they're scared of is losing each other. I think we could use that. They just don't want to not know each other anymore, and I know that above everybody right here.
Got it. So we focus fire on one. Kill them, leave the other.
I can do a little bit more talking. I can stand just fine. My jaw works good. If you guys want to post up in the grass and make your moves however you want, depending on how that talk goes, go for it. But I still gotta do what I gotta do.
I'd like to go with you.
Sure.
They think they're free, but they're really just trapped here.
By themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, if Trinket, you want to go with Berret, and Berret, if you, for some reason, think you can reason with Teddy, I won't stop you. I will help you however I can. They look down at Yeager. I'm going to watch over Yeager.
Please.
I don't want to, but maybe it's high time they find out just how crazy being alone for a while can be and what loss feels like.
Hey, it's Ellie again. It's the start of the holiday season for so many of us, and I know that can be rough for some people. So if it is a rough time for you, I hope you can hang in there. You got this. So what's been going on with the show? We almost ran out of episodes for the main show due to scheduling conflicts, a lot of other things. But the good news is, due to everyone in the cast being awesome, we all got together and we recorded an entire arc in a single day. I'm really excited for you all to hear it. It was a ton of fun to record. But let's get through this arc first, yeah? We're still working on Patreon rewards, and we're also still constantly working on the animation. We're even thinking about starting a second YouTube channel to follow along with more of the production side of ClockTower and less of the finished episodes. And maybe follow even more of the community and some of the games that we all play together and hang out. And thanks for being part of it all. We really appreciate it. On to credits. If you would like to work with us or collaborate in any way, contact us in the Contact Us section of our website, ClockTowerAgent.com. Berret was played by Bink. Sam was played by Cal. Trinket was played by Kball. Yeager was played by Trent. Teddy was played by Valik. Mikhail was played by James. And I, Ellinthris, was your DM. The voice of our disclaimer is Valik Donahew. You can check out his work at patreon.com/themadlanddreamer. All music for Season 1 of ClockTower made by Who's Music. If you would like your own D&D music commissioned, you can contact them and find all of their work through their website, whosisthis.com, or find it in the description below. Thanks, Who's. Thank you to our editing team and Cal for making the episodes what they are. Thank you to our sponsor, Alpha Lupine Images, for donating the equipment to help us make more content with better quality. And thank you again for listening. ClockTower Season 2, Episode 23 will be out for all of our early episode patrons December 22nd, and will release publicly on December 29th. Until then, time's ticking. See you in the ClockTower.